I thought to start off my days with messy hour, where I just jot down my thoughts. I'm drawing, I'm painting, I'm doing things. Today, I decided to write. I wrote a whole lot, I will say, and read a little bit, But then I also read some Bible verses, Psalms 23 to 25. I want to start off with not a verse, but just a chapter, and meditate on that chapter throughout my day. See principles from the Bible, from that chapter, in my day. Just 2 verses. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. NLT version, the Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. Psalms 23, verse 1 to 2. That's what we're meditating on today. That's what we take with us, in us, through us today. And it's interesting because all the friends that once took the bus, after school I'd see some of friends sit at the bus stop and stuff like that. I'd be like, dang, I don't want that. I'd rarely ever use the bus. I'd rather walk an hour than go on the bus. It was to that point, and now they do have cars. And I was at a dealership not too long ago, and we're just running through the numbers and all that, and I just realized what these people, what my friends or peers, this is what they're paying. They're at a point where this is their reality, where they can pay this consistently and all that. All the people that do drive these cars, they've gone to the dealership or even bought used cars. They're taking it step by step. And personally, I grew up in a way that's I don't deserve this. Why are we using buckets instead of having a normal way of living? Why are we flushing the toilet with a bucket? Can you just get someone to fix this? Why are you just painting over the problem? We lived in a way that's I know I don't deserve this nonsense. This is not normal. We're DIYing the house. I don't like this. This is weird, bro. Unsanitary. This is not. And so anything that resembles struggle, I'm good off of. I don't want the bus. I don't want a car with different panels that are different colors. I don't want it. But I'm seeing all my peers who have the car from the dealership. But then I'm also seeing where they came from. I'm seeing that, yeah, they did drive those cars with different colored panels. And even they did take the bus. And they never complained. Well, maybe they did, but they never felt this is beneath me. Which is interesting. That it feels like it's about who I'm becoming. So, we'll be taking the bus. I just don't trust it. I just don't. It's random people. Bro. We'll be taking them. I don't know, dude. Because now I don't really want to. I'd rather take an Uber, even though that means less trips out. That one Uber can be 50 different places. We're going 50 different places. I'm bringing my gear. I'm bringing all that. Man, I don't trust. these people. So it's like safer to just Uber easy. Where the bus is just like anybody's on there. I just don't trust them. It feels beneath me. It does feel just you're not. I don't trust you to be a level-headed person. Like I don't trust you. And I'm being completely honest because there's no point in not being honest. Like there's no point in lying. Like that doesn't do anything. But I also had a dream last night. Basically, what I learned from it is that I'm chasing people out of comfort. They're not even fulfilling people. My time with them isn't extraordinary. It's fun. But them themselves, like, they're not fulfilling people. And on this quest to meet back up with them because I felt like left out. I could have helped someone. I feel the need to like explain the entire dream now, bro. Because I don't know if it's landing. But we're in a school setting. And Tristan from Freedom High and Andrew from LBV. For some reason in this dream they're related. Tristan is Andrew's little brother. Cool. And then they have a baby, like a baby sibling. And I'm carrying this baby. And we're just all having fun, laughing. Tristan and I were never friends. We were just in the same class. Andrew and I, it was casual. We were friends. It was just, casual. But we're at this school setting. It's this scavenger hunt type of deal. Like there's a trail that we're walking on, and along this trail, it's Andrew, me, Tristan, this baby, and like maybe two others, maybe one other that I personally don't know. And we walk into this bathroom like, ooh, what is this? And in the first stall, it's this girl, this girl, like, she's not a kid or anything. She could be around our age. She looks like she's suffering, but I'm scared because it feels like, okay, this like, I see these in like the scary show, like not shows, the scary games that Corey Kenshin plays. Like this is weird. And then I'm thinking to myself, it's either I think it or I say like, oh, does she need help or something? Or someone says it and then she was like, help me. As we're backing up towards the door, she's like, help me. And then a custodian walks in, just older Mexican lady. And I'm like, hey, someone's in the first stall that needs your help or just needs help in general. And she was like, she hears me. She doesn't doubt me. She doesn't wave me off, but it feels like she's waving the girl off. And then we back up. We're out of the bathroom now. It's weird. At that point, the vibes are off. I think we just all walk back or something to the school. Mind you, these two people that I know, Andrew and Tristan, are from two different times in my life. Two different schools. Two different high schools, gang. So the school we go back to is just this, I don't even know. It's not Freedom or LBV. Okay, but we go back to the school and we say our goodbyes. And after, like, Andrew and some other guy say they're gonna walk back to their car. Okay, they're in the parking lot. They're walking back to their car. Me and Tristan are walking towards the school. We buckle up the baby and I'm talking and he's not paying attention anymore. It's not buddy anymore. And I'm like confused, and so I see this other guy that Tristan knows. They seem to be buddy. And Tristan buckles up the baby, leaves with the other guy, and I'm like, bye. They're unreceptive now. I don't know what's happening. So okay, I go ahead to find my book bag where I left it, and it's there, and for some reason there's maybe like this tracker where you basically, the people that we waved back in the parking lot, Andrew and this guy, and said bye, they're going to their car or whatever, ended up going back on the trail. And they seemed to be farther than we got together. So I was like, oh, they're going back, okay, then I'll head back too. So I'm heading back. But because they got to a point where we have never gone before together, I have never seen, I get lost. and instead I end up like by the street or something, and I see the cars moving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and like they're driving on the road. I took a wrong turn, and then I checked back to see where everyone was at, and I saw Tristan and the guy meet the other two, and they finished pretty much the course together, and I was just devastated. Now some other things happen. You guys know when you're dreaming, like you kind of change location. It's on some weird stuff, but so that dream, that segment of the dream pretty much ends, and then some other things happen. Now I'm in this car, this safari type car. We're driving uphill or something, and we see houses to our right that are closely like built together. It's kind of rugged, and it feels like a jungle type vibe. I don't know, like trees are on the left and stuff, and the right are these closely like houses. There's like at least 4 houses right next to each other, and the driver is saying like something must have happened here because they have guards up, like they have things in front of their houses. Personally, I thought that was like, I don't know, their design or something, or you know, their version of a gate, a front gate. But yes, something must have happened because they have stuff up like this for protection. I'm like, okay, like if you've seen The 100 on Netflix, you'll know like this is that type of vibe. Not gonna lie, it's not as dark or dim or whatever, but it's vibrant and all that. But yeah, and then we finally drive uphill, and we get to a place that looks like a normal neighborhood, like the normal houses that you'll usually see in any type of neighborhood. Even this one, like a normal pretty big yards, like just normal houses. After we've just drove uphill just to see closely together houses, feels like survival mode. And then we get uphill and it's normal sized houses. That could mean something. That could mean something. That could mean something. I didn't really pay attention to that. Interesting. Like the houses on the way uphill look like the type of houses that be affected by mudslides and stuff. Like they're not trash or anything, but it just feels smaller, closer together, as if, I don't know, survival mode, you know? That could be a metaphor or like an analogy, I don't know, for up the hill's gonna be like struggle, but then when you get uphill you can breathe, you can live life. And the houses I saw uphill weren't mansions, there were houses like this one. And then next segment of the dream is I'm back at school. It's, I don't know what occasion it is, but we all dressed up, and I dress up in this nice green and black suit. Black and green suit is beautiful. Think of the green from the Crosstrek, Subaru Crosstrek, Alpine green, but a little bit lighter than that. It's beautiful, bro. The fit is beautiful, and we're standing in line, and I'm second in my line. There are 2 long lines. I'm second in my line instead of first. Personally, I can sense that, okay, the photographer wants me first at least, because the fit far. I know the fit far. But I'm nervous. I don't want to be first. I don't want to be called on. I don't want it. I don't want the attention. Now each person in the other line starts dancing on some cool stuff. And they're like taking turns dancing one by one by one by one. And I kind of think that I wasn't in that line because I'd have to dance. I'd have to awkwardly too, because I don't want to, not in front of people. And so I won. There are a lot of things I learned from this, but I also thought to myself, I think when I woke up, like, if the photographer wanted to take pictures of me, I would. But then even if it was just me and the photographer, I'd still be like, because I don't know her. And so if it was just me taking pictures, that'd be solid. That'd be solid. My stand, my camera, me, solid. So when I woke up, I realized I want recognition, but I don't want the attention. And then I thought of the first dream, the first section of the dream again. How I could have helped that girl. I could have saved that girl. Bro, I knew the path up until, like, you know, obviously there's a moment where I make a wrong turn because I haven't gone that far, but I've gone far enough to know where she was at. And I didn't even think of her when I walked the path again. But rather I was focused on them, these people that I'm not really connected to. I don't text any of them. I don't call any of them. Genuinely, I don't think I've had a conversation with Tristan. Genuinely, in real life. I think I've spoken more to him in the dream than I have in real life, but I wanted to be near them. Comfort. I don't want to be left out. And I was lonely by myself. I walked back sad. Like, dang. Anyways, it's blue out. The teacher's seeing me. Like, I don't know, he can see I'm sad or something. Partly because I feel betrayed, but partly because I'm alone again. I'm not spending time with myself, really. It's lonely. It's like, okay, nothing's really going on in my head. But I could have helped that girl in silence. You know? It's so interesting how they connect. I haven't connected the second dream to anything. But the first dream was like, I'm chasing comfort. I'm chasing to be accepted. I'm chasing to be a part of a community where Gox is a part of, and those types of filmmakers. I want so bad to be a part of that I'm walking unfamiliar routes just to be a part of that. I made 2 spec ads yesterday. So many spec ads. Just to feel a part of, like I'm a part of this, dude. Instead of seeking that girl that needed help. Instead of seeking those people. Thing is, when I seek those people, I started thinking about my friendships, the people I talk to. It's only us when we're talking. It's never me and an audience. It's only me and Mickey. It's only me and Faith. Me and Zykeria. Me and Joseph. It's only me and them when I do my best work, whatever. But I didn't need to be in the spotlight. And maybe I'm not meant to. Not in that way. Not in the way where I'm chasing. And maybe if I honored that girl, bro. She needed help. Everyone else was just like, The other boys went on that path, had fun. Like, bro, I'm the only one, like, my heart ached for that girl. Like, dang. I didn't even want to walk further. Like, we went back to the school. Helping people isn't loud. Even my mom, like, she wants to help people. She sees hungry people in the street and she feels bad. Like, helping, she's not in the public eye. Helping people is not, it doesn't have to be loud. Now, do I feel like I have to, not I have to be, but do I feel like I will be in the public eye? I feel as though, but not in a way that Kai Sinat is. There you go. I thought that was my journey. Like, I feel like I'm gonna make waves. Like, I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna be just as big, if not bigger. I feel like we're gonna pull in regularly millions of views, like live even, maybe. I mean, podcasts with crazy people. Like, I think we're gonna do that. But helping people the way my heart wants to help people isn't loud. Like, literally, I could have seeked that girl helping her, but rather I seeked those boys comfort. I want to laugh again. I can't laugh by myself. I don't laugh by myself. Being in the spotlight scares me. It's like, dang, I feel like I have to perform. I don't know, y'all. But in that moment, I didn't have to be in the spotlight. In that moment, in the first segment of my dream, I didn't have to, helping that girl, I didn't have to be in the spotlight. I knew exactly what she was because, where she was, because I walked the path up until I didn't know where to go anymore. And I made a wrong turn, so I walked the path exactly how we did. And I could have, but I didn't even think of her. I felt like, oh, I'm missing out on connection right now, bro. Fitting in. And in this last segment of the dream where I have a crazy fit, it stands out crazily. I feel good, but not in front of others. I don't like that. I feel, ugh, don't look at me. Which is another thing in itself, but I like how they connect in some ways. The first segment and the third segment of my dream. I like that. When I'm uncomfortable with an audience. But I didn't have to have an audience for the impact I wanted to have, dude. I didn't have to have that spotlight. I just had to be aligned for it. And I wasn't. Because I wanted so desperately. And I wasn't guided by God, I will say. I felt his presence, but I wasn't allowing him to lead me. If I stopped and like, I acknowledge him, but I don't follow him. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Let's do this. Okay, so we have that thing later today. Going out, I think, to this open mic type of vibe. I didn't look into it. Should have. But a lot of things were happening, moving, all of it. It's just a lot. Change. It's a lot. So, Mom also asked to look for properties, which is exciting, but I also have to edit. But before all of that, I have to give my purpose time. First thing in the mornings, my purpose needs to get time. So a regress story is happening. And why do these people keep calling? Like, bro, my number was leaked. How do I? Let me chill. But how do I? What is it called? Yeah, gotta start with my fulfillment first. And the stories that I'm writing, for some reason, they do feel fuller. Like it's made with love and intention, and they're not just throwaways. This is a good idea or whatever. No, this is like telling us something. Like, I like it. I don't know what changed. I think my faith got stronger. But a regress story. Let's get it. Okay. So I took like 2 naps. But to get to the point when I'm filming this, God, like literally, like I really don't want to ship these shoes out. I don't feel like it. And when I was in my other location, I could easily say, it's too far, I have to pay an Uber, this and that. Now it's in walking distance and I still just don't want to. And so, take it for what it is. And this is just, I just feel like I'm meant to use these skills that I learned back in my day. Back in my teenage years, which is crazy. But like back in like 10th grade, I'm meant to use those skills and apply it to something that actually speaks to me, which is art, which is exactly why instead I will be making prints of like photos I've taken, things I've painted, etc. And just test the waters with that, and like also clothes that I've made, like oh my gosh. So let's try that, okay, instead. I think it's a blessing that there's USPS right there around me. I also have a label printer, so all I need to do is just bring the box, like, and I've gotten a Uline account already before, like, so grateful for Heart and Souls because I know so many things that I didn't know of before. I know where to get packages in bulk. And I wasn't meant to run this back. Actually, I'm so glad I ran this back. So I can really see, oh, this is so tiring. This doesn't speak to me. And then I can apply everything that I learned to go ahead and do what fulfills me. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making as much prints as possible and putting it on eBay. And that's about it. Let's do it. Okay. Before we go on, though, let's remind ourselves the verse. Let's remind ourselves, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. So, peace. Finding peace in Him. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Peace, and allow Him to lead my life and lead my decisions. Because ultimately His way will bring peace. The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. His way is the most peaceful way. Peaceful way. So, let's do this. Okay, so I chose 5 bits of wine. All are really beautiful and mean something special to me. protect from. You say you protect, but you're the one I need protection from. I don't get it. How can you see it? I don't get it. How can you see it? It's never enough. You try me speak up, but when I do, it's never ever never enough. I water my cup, I water my grass, it never grows. It's never enough. But when you know, it's never enough. It's never enough. My hands in my cup, my hands in my pocket. Stop it. You and I need protecting from. Stop it. When you gonna learn? Stop it. My hands in my pocket. My hands in my pocket. Two verses. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. NLT version. The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams.